Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a mini Pikachu statue. Since I can't find one in Pokemon Go, I thought the next best thing would be for me to make one in Minecraft. That's the only way that I'm actually going to lay eyes on one. If you like this little mini design, this little cute, tiny, sort of plush style Pikachu, please do let me know whether you want to see any more Pokemon like this. We do have a Bulbasaur over here as well, so that's sort of what the other Pokemon would look like. That's Bulbasaur. I'd obviously make the 3 original starters if you guys do want to see more statues like this, but you'll have to let me know down there in the comments and by leaving me a like rating on the video. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to check out any of my other Pokemon builds, of which there have been many, check out the card system, check out the description below. I'll be leaving you loads of links to those things there, but I think that is way more than enough talking, guys. Why don't we talk about making Pikachu? So, if you want to make him, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some red wool, white wool, pink wool, yellow wool, black wool, and finally grab brown wool. If you'd prefer, brown stained clay and pink stained clay also look good as well, but I'm keeping it in the wool family. Well, once you have each one of those materials, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making him next to my giant Pokeball house. Well, we're going to kick off Pikachu by doing a row of 3 yellow wool in a row on the floor. That'll be 1, 2, and 3. And what we're going to do from here, guys, and by the way, this is Pikachu's foot. This is the front of his foot. So Pikachu is going to be facing this way, where the arrow is pointing. Well, once you have your row of 3 yellow, we're going to, on this back yellow wall, this one right here, we're going to go up by 1. We're then going to do an up left diagonal. We're then going to go up on top of it by 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Then do an up right diagonal. We then want to do an up left diagonal. We then want to go up by 1. Then do an up right diagonal. Go up by 1. We then want to go right by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We then want to go down by 1. Do a bottom right diagonal. Go down 1. Do a bottom left diagonal. Then do a bottom right diagonal. We then want to go down by 3, that's 1, 2, and 3. We then want to do a bottom left diagonal, and from that bottom left diagonal you can go down by 1, and then come out in front by 2, 1, 2. But you can also connect that diagonal all the way back to where you first started, and you will end up with Pikachu's kind of chubby body. To be nice, Pikachu is a little bit chunky, but that's okay, I am too. Well, once you've got the outline of Pikachu's body, what you want to do is you want to come behind it, and you want to extend each one of those blocks of the body, not the feet, each one of the blocks of the body, backwards by 1 layer with your yellow wool. So it'll end up looking a little something like this. Kind of looks like the outline of a penguin or something like that, doesn't it? Well, once you've got that taken care of, what you then want to do is you want to, inside of this shape, starting from inside the very bottom right hand corner, so this one, you want to place a yellow wool in this corner, then extend it towards you by 1. You then want to go left of this yellow wool by 3 with your brown, that's 1, 2, 3. Then place a yellow. We then want to go up by 3, that's 1, 2, and 3. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then go left 1, go up by 1, do an upright diagonal, go right by 2, do a bottom right diagonal, go down by 1, do a bottom left diagonal. You then want to go down 1, right 1, connect back down to where you first started. And you can see what we're doing here. We're kind of like tracing along the inside shape of Pikachu. And by the way, where you have this row of brown at the bottom, you want to add an additional layer of yellow on top of it, then add a layer of brown on top of that. Fill in the rest of this shape with yellow wool. So you want to have something which should look a little bit like this. So now that that's done, the next thing we want to do is make Pikachu's tail. So to do that, we need our brown wool, and we want to come to this bottom row of brown that we have here. We want to take this center block, and we want to, coming out of this brown wool, we want to do a brown. We then want to go up on top of that by 1. Move outwards towards us by 1. We then want to go up on top of that block by 1 the yellow. Move outwards towards the back of Pikachu, or out of the back of Pikachu by 1. We then, looking sideways at it, want to do 2 up left diagonals, that'll be 1 and 2. Then move left by 1, up by 1, move right by 3, that's 1, 2, and 3, and then connect down until you connect down to the bottom of Pikachu's tail. And you'll end up with something that should look exactly like that, and that is what you want to have for his tail, nice and simple. Now, why don't we work on the front of Pikachu? So that's the back of Pikachu taken care of. Why don't we actually make the front of Pikachu? So, to make the front of Pikachu, you want to come all the way up to the top front left-hand corner of Pikachu. So, this block right here. In front of this block, you want to place a white wool. Going right at this, do 3 yellow wool. That's 1, 2, 3. Go right and do a white. Go underneath by 1 with your black wool, and then go down by 7 with your yellow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You then want to do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 2. 1, 2. Do an up left diagonal and go up by 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on top of that, place a black wool. There we go. What we now want to do is we want to take out our yellow wool, and whilst we can still see this easily, can you see where we have these 2 rows of 4 yellow on the inner parts of Pikachu? You want to take the first block down from the top, which are these ones right here, and you want to extend them forwards by 2 with your yellow wool, so that'll look like 1 and 2, and then this will look like 1 and 2, like that. Those are Pikachu's arms. Inside of what we've made, we now want to take out our yellow wool once more, and starting from the bottom of Pikachu where we have this row of 3 yellow, we want to upwards and outwards diagonally have another row of yellow. Starting from this very left-hand yellow wool, we want to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. We then want to do an up left diagonal, and on top of that do a red wool. On top of that do a yellow, do an upright diagonal with your yellow. Go right by 2, do a bottom right diagonal, place a red underneath it, followed by a yellow still going down, then do a bottom left diagonal with your yellow and connect it down to the bottom of your Pikachu, like that. What you can then do is you can just fill the center of this shape in with yellow, like this. Then you want to, can you see this block right of the red of Pikachu's left cheek? You want to place a yellow wool going to the right of it in front of this block, and then you want to, going right, place a pink wool, followed by another yellow. On the next row, above this going from left to right, do a yellow, a black, a yellow. Underneath this bottom pink block, place a yellow. That is Pikachu's face. All we have to do now are Pikachu's ears, and these are very easy to add. What we want to do is come all the way up to the top left-hand side of your Pikachu head, and from these 2 yellow wool behind this row of white that we have at the top, we want to go up on top of each one of these yellows by 1 with the yellow. Then we want to do an up left diagonal, then do an up left diagonal with the black, go left by 1 with the black, down by 1 with the black. We then want to do bottom right diagonals until we connect back to the head. Fill in the center of them. Not only do you want to do that to one row, but the reason that we started doing it to the other row as well, because you want to have these 2 rows thick, and that is Pikachu's ear. It's very, very simple. That's his left ear, let's do his right. So his right is the exact same thing. On top of each one of these blocks, we'll do 1 yellow on top, we'll then do an upright diagonal going outwards to the right, we'll then do an upright diagonal with the black wool, we'll go right by 1 with the right, 1 with the black, we'll go down by another 1 with the black, we'll then do bottom left diagonals until we connect back to Pikachu's head, and that will be Pikachu's ear once we have, of course, added the extra layer, and there we go, we now have Pikachu's head. And this is just a nice little simple cute Pikachu, very, very easy to make. If you can't find one in Pokemon Go, just like I can't, I really do wish I knew about the little trick to get him right at the beginning. I really wish I hadn't have picked Charmander. I wish that I would have got Pikachu. Unfortunately, I couldn't. Well, this is the next best thing in my opinion. You can make yourself a nice, cute little Pikachu, and he'll stay with you, and he won't run away when you try and throw a Pokeball at him. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like on it. I really would. Honestly, I'd really love it. Comment down below, do you want to see any more Pokemon? I'd be willing to make all 3 starters because I'd love to anyway. I think that I might do it regardless, and if you guys want to see it as well, then I'd really love it too. Let me know if there's any other Pokemon related builds you want me to build. It's been on my mind so much recently. I've been playing so much Pokemon Go that Pokemon and Minecraft have become one for me. Check out the card system, check out the description below, I'll be leaving links to all of my other Pokemon related builds there. Thank you very much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.